Hi everybody, it's Mary from Mary About Town, and I thought I would take a few minutes to do a little wrap up on my visit to Vancouver last week for the Rome conference. As you know, this was my second year going to Rome, and it's basically a social media conference that's very small. We only had about 60 people, and instead of learning in a classroom, we roam around the host city and get to see the city and learn things in different environments, which I find really helps me process everything and remember it. I don't know about you, but once I sit in a room and listen to PowerPoint for like 30 minutes, my brain goes, whoop, and I start wanting to down the coffee and I have a hard time staying awake. So I don't learn that well that way. And with Rome, we didn't do that so much. We did have a couple of classroom sessions just because they were like one was for Snapchat and one was for Instagram, and they were kind of PowerPoint heavy, but it was in the Telus Garden in downtown Vancouver, which is a gorgeous space. If you ever get to go there, it's really nice. So some of my main takeaways, and I do have notes here. I'm sorry, you'll have to bear with me. One of my favorite things always about Rome is the networking. It's mainly bloggers and social media influencers, and they're really approachable and really open to talking about collaborations and those things. The other thing I really, really like is that the speakers generally stay for the whole time. So I don't know about you, but I've totally been to conferences where people fly in, they do their little talk, and then they leave. And you're like, what am I, chopped liver? I really think that everybody has something that they can learn from other people, because even if you're fantastic in, say, YouTube, you might learn something about Twitter. So it makes sense to me that we would all be together. Plus, I really like those one-on-one conversations, you know, after you've kind of processed what they've said, and then you have that, oh, wait, I should have asked. That's great, right? I got to see Vancouver. I've been to Vancouver before, but I haven't really spent that much time there, so that was awesome. Learning from people who are really smart and know their stuff but aren't bloggers. I find that sometimes at blogger conferences, you only hear from other bloggers, and sometimes they kind of tell what they have worked for them, but it doesn't necessarily mean it'll work for you. So I really we had a person who does mostly Snapchat, a person who does mostly Instagram. They don't have blogs. We had a person who used to be a blogger but now does mostly SEO. So it was kind of really cool that it was appropriate, but it wasn't mainly a blogger focus. Getting inspired, part of the conference was a big portion of doing social good. So we partnered with Telus, and there were different teams who went and did different things. So my group went to the Salvation Army, which was fantastic. We made bagged lunches for the next day, and we also helped make dinner, and then we served dinner. So I got to chit chat with some people who were there for dinner, and it was really an uplifting experience, I have to say, and very different than I thought it was going to be. So I really want to do more of that in the future. And I also had actionable results. So it's Tuesday today, and I got back on Saturday, and I already wrote my first post where I took into account the social or SEO practices that I was supposed to do. And it was something totally different than I've ever done before, and it really works, and it's awesome. So I was like, who knew? And I actually went home and did it, which is good, because a lot of times I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to do that, and I never do it. I wrote on here sleep. I totally do like to go to conferences because I get to sleep in a bed all by myself. If you're not a parent, you do not understand this. But if you are, you understand that having a bed where nobody climbs in with you and nobody's going, Mom, wake up! It makes stuff totally worth it. And those are kind of my key takeaways from Rome. And it was awesome, and I hope they do it again next year. I feel that I learned maybe a few less things this year than I did last year, but I still liked it. Definitely my big things were Snapchat. You need to figure it out. If I can do it, you can do it. And I'm trying to use it and not feel like a geriatric, so a work in progress. And also do more videos. Just do it. And work on SEO. Those are my big takeaways. So hopefully I'll see you there next year, and check out my post, because I'm going to put some pictures and some more like point form things that you can do too. Okay. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and also give me a thumbs up if you liked it, a thumbs down if you didn't. And also I'm going to try to start doing more YouTube videos, so I'd love to hear what you would like to hear from me in the comments. Thanks, and have a great rest of your day.